Germany, it's been a while, hasn't it? Last chance to go back, yeah, you're telling me, Annie. Anyway, hello everyone. My name is Mitsuda. I am a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries. Is this game still inside that umbrella? I don't know. But today, we're gonna meet God. This is your last chance to go back.
お気遣いどうも。そっちこそ覚悟はできてんのか?
You have very nice hands, Zen. All the boys in this game have very detailed hands. I don't know if I've pointed that out before. More than ready. I'll free you from your curse, even if it means punching Father. Yeah. Kill God. Kill God. Kill God.
それおっかねえな。つか、その髪。
And then they realized they accidentally drew a bunch of short-haired Anastasia CGs instead of long-haired Anastasia CGs, and they had to backfill an explanation. I gotcha. I gotcha.
ポニーテールのつもりか。ぐっちゃぐちゃに絡まってるが。
Even better. I thought about asking Ish to cut it, but I couldn't find him. Getting in the way, so I tied it up.
やってやるよ。
No, you leave the messy ponytail in place, you animal. Don't you have any class whatsoever? Zen unties my hair, and after running his fingers through my hair like a comb, puts it up into a clean ponytail. Spoil sport. This gets my blood pumping. Anastasia. Phrasing.
伸ばす気になったか。
Might not be a bad idea if it means you get to put it up for me every day.
めんどくさい。まあいいけどよ。
Yeah, that sounds like half the problem with you. Zen? Yes, that's my name. We're probably about to discover a number of truths. Some may be the answers we're looking for. Some may provide information we regret knowing. Now might be a good time to save your game. It's hard to imagine facing someone more powerful than even Norna. But I know we...
大丈夫だ。
Wow, okay, that's literally what I was about to say. You didn't have to take my moment. Rude. Of all the things you've told me, I love those words the most. It fills me with courage. Let's go, Zen. We're going to go fist fight God. Bloop. Probably tears.
ゼンはさ、どうして自分がこの世界に飛ばされたんだと思う？ 1000年以上も眠り続けていたクロム。その魂が転生するタイミングにちょうど君が現れるなんてすごい偶然じゃない？
And I just assumed it was caused by me not looking both ways with that red light. I did see that truck coming.
まるであの子を助けるためにこの世界に呼ばれたみたい。君たちが恋に落ちるのは運命だった。
I mean, I know there's like 4 other routes if you include the unpaired ending where that doesn't happen, but still. Fate. Boy has the glassiest fucking eyes I have ever seen. If that was true... If that was true, then I... I'd just be so happy. Oh, fuck, I was about to do a bit. God. Well, now the moment's ruined. Also, everyone in this setting has such high blood pressure. God, that looks unhealthy. Zant! Are you okay?
ああ。ここは。
In the labyrinth. Watch out for the Minotaur. The only way we can defeat him is to bait him into running into an inferno. Or an incinerator. I think that's how that plot point was resolved. I'm doing a King's Quest 6 joke, but I have not played that game in a very long time. The moment we opened the door, we were engulfed in light. In light. Next thing we knew, we were in this bizarre space. There are no joints in the floor, never mind any obvious dirt. The walls rise in an odd arc in a manner I've never seen in Historica before. What does God need with a starship?
引き返そうにも出口はなしか。
Indeed. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Moniker of Labyrinth is apt given the many branching paths we can see. That is literally the opposite of what Labyrinth means. Little known fact, but it always bothers me. Nothing obvious that can be used as a waymark, so progressing thoughtlessly would lead to trouble. Damn it, we need a source of thread. Zen, take off your pants. What? A rectangular glass-like object floats in front of my eyes. Authenticating. Commencing the test. Wait, there's a test? Oh no, I didn't study. Always happens that way, doesn't it? Doesn't sound like a human's voice, but I can understand the words. It's terribly unsettling. Test. We're being tested on our reading, writing, and arithmetic.
ってことだろうな。
He doesn't greet us, doesn't give us any explanation, and suddenly puts us to a test. Not the most commendable character.
どの世界の神様も人間を試したがるんだ。
Jesus, Anastasia, it's like you've never played a Japanese fantasy game before. The god of your world does the same thing.
神の与えた試練ってのはよく聞いたぞ。
Father. Has Norna's father considered acknowledging me as his daughter? If he doesn't see me as such, will he refuse to meet me?
だとすると、お前の方にじゃねえ。
No, but I don't have the luxury to complain. Anastasia, everyone has the luxury to complain. It is at times the only luxury any of us have. That's why I make use of it so frequently. I am not Norna, but asserting myself as Anastasia after we meet is still not too late.
荷物はちゃんとあるな。
I do. A movable rod, 10-foot pole, length of twine. Little packet of cookies for snacking. And my towel. Never go on an adventure through the cosmos without your towel. The items of my person include food, drink, and the tools we need to conquer this labyrinth. Look like we'll be able to mark the wall. Graffiti is a legitimate art form. I wish more people realized that. In that case, I pull a spool of thread from my bag. Like in the labyrinth, like in the story of the Minotaur and the labyrinth. With do you get it? Do you get it, chat? Do you get it? Let's trail this thread behind us. You know, like basically in the labyrinth. It's pretty clever, right? We needed a waymark that was easy to understand without being unwieldy. After some thought, we decided on handicraft thread. Just in case something happens, let's each take a spool. I'll take red and you take black. Color coding is important at a time like this. Neither do I. Ten Ebenezer Scrooge. Because if it is, you really need to clear your throat. It was. I tried using my powers to call out to your heart.
前も何度かこんな風にお前の声が聞こえたことがあったな。
I'm glad it works. I was afraid that my powers wouldn't work inside this labyrinth. It seems I'll have no problem making my voice reach you, but I won't be able to hear you in return. Everybody got that? This is gonna come up important later, mark my words. Then, take this. It may help you on your quest. As long as you have something of mine, your thoughts will be able to reach me even if we are apart. Why do they call it an oven when you in the cold food and then out cold eat the food? Sen, I'm literally God, just don't question it. It's a bit difficult to explain. Whenever I regained an ability, something told me that I could use it now. Some sort of system-like message on the screen that is my vision. Thanks to her victory against the witch, Anastasia has regained the retrocognition ability. Thanks to her victory against the witch, Anastasia has regained the precognition ability. Thanks to her victory against the witch, Anastasia has regained the barrier ability. When I had Rune return everything to me, it all happened at once. Wait. Actually... I keep referring to Norna's powers as my powers, don't I? Fear clings to my back like ice, crawling like my sins. My legs wobble beneath me like a pair of dogs as my sense of balance is thrown off. What I believed in is overturned at the very core as something unknown eats away at me from the inside. Oh, that's just a tapeworm, Annie. See, I told you to throw out that old yogurt, but did you listen to me? No. No one ever listens to me. Now look where it's gotten us. I recognize this overwhelming distrust. Oh, good. I'm glad you're well informed.
今までだって何も問題なく生活できてたろ。今さらどうもなりゃしねって。それに、お前はあの絶望を乗り越えてきたんだ。この先何があったって負けやしねえさ。
Zen's words provide needed warmth to my frozen hearts. I bite my lip and nod. You know, sometimes I wish I had a rigged model so I could do this stuff along and see just how silly it would be in real life. But that costs money, and money can be exchanged for goods and services. Yeah, you're right. Take my watch, Zen. I feel safer if you do. He takes the pocket watch from me, but his expression remains unreadable. It looks bad, but he's actually just noticed that we had the time set wrong. Anastasia, I told you not to forget about daylight savings time. You could have gotten an extra hour of sleep last night.
意思疎通できるのはいいんだが、こうやってはぐれること前提で話してんのかな。
Is there a problem with that? Considering the worst possible outcomes while planning seems obvious to me, Zen.
フラグってわかるか？
Jinx?
こうならないといいとか、まさかそうはならないだろうとか考えてることに限って、実際に起きちまう。そういうのを。
Ah, my eyes! You've vanished. Mr. Rune, do you think the labyrinth is haunted? Zen, where did you...
フラグを立てるって言うんだよな。
I'll remember that. Is keeping me alone part of the test? I fail if I demonstrate any weakness here? I'll be alright. I keep Zen's reassurances in my heart as I take a step forward. Two hours have passed since I was separated from Zen. Don't ask how I'm so confident in that when I don't have my watch anymore. Time marches forward as I do nothing but walk through these white halls. Zen, any change in status? Nothing happens. Nothing changes. We simply walk forward. Is this really the test? Agreed. Ground Commander Kry's trials were far more difficult. He had a discerning eye. He is adept at measuring his subordinates' abilities and pushing them to their limits. If I let my guard down for even a moment, he would know. Zen? Some kind of force field. here as well. It looks like glass. Can't get through it.
俺が確かめる。お前は近づくなよ。
Zen? Zen, are you okay? My god, they killed Zen! Again!
やっぱ近づかなくて正解だ。皮膚が焼けちまった。
What?
こんくらいすぐ治る。心配するな。
Don't want you to push yourself? Still hurts, doesn't it?
まあ、それよりどうすか。別の道を探すか。
Give me one moment. I'm going to try science. More pictures are displayed on the wall, how convenient. This is the first time I've seen anything of the sort in these halls. I recognize these pictures.
あらすじは妙な文章がある。
Writing? What does it say? It is this which carves out your destiny. All aspire for it. All dream of it. But you must not seek it, for it has been with you all along. It's a hole in the bucket. Put a hole in the bucket and it becomes lighter. Okay, I get it. I've also had a hole inside of me this whole time. It is this which falters in the face of destiny. Its loss chips at the heart. Resignation turns life to death. But you must not despair, for even this is a part of you. I'm not super up to date on my tarot. I do not in detail remember what each of these are. Oh. And the barrier is gone. We can move forward now. I mean, that was the thing that made the most sense to me. Your own strength is a part of you. It falters in the face of complete horse shit. But it'll always be with you. I don't know. Ben? Ben, are you dead? We're dead, you tell me, right?
そうだな。認めるよ。俺はあいつを愛している。
Well, you don't say.
ずっと一線を引いてきたんだ。これ以上は近づいちゃいけない。踏み込んじゃいけないって自制してきた。でも、もうダメだな。あいつが可愛くて仕方ない。蓋をし続けるには大きくなりすぎた。
Didn't you meet when she was like 12?
そのまま言えばいい。そんなにお前が大事にしてきたんなら向こうにも伝わってるだろう。あいつの鈍感さを知らないからそんなこと言えるんだ。いや、鈍感とは少し違うか。あいつは何か重いものを抱えている。恋愛なんてしてる余裕はないんだよ。
Yeah, Annie's been through some shit. I can't joke about this, I appreciate it too much.
それに、こんないつ死ぬかもわからない男に愛されたって どうしようもないだろう。俺まだあいつの重荷にはなりたくない。
You don't on account of his terminal disease.
だったら薬を飲めよ。それで治るんだろう。
Wait, shit, you're right, I hadn't thought of that.
そうすりゃ、そんな引き継ぎ資料なんでもほっぽり出して今すぐ飲みに行ける。そうだな。でも治ったところでな。
Okay, but hear me out. It will cure your illness. And that's good and productive.
悪かった。俺が医師からお前を守ってやれれば。まだそんなこと言ってるのか。こっちは感謝してるくらいなんだぞ。こうしてお前に感情を吐き出せているから、俺は自分を保っていられるんだ。ゼン、お前は本当に不思議なやつだ。お前が相手だと何でも言える。何もかも許されると思ってしまう。
Yeah, I just have no standards like that.
なんだ思ってしまって。別に悪かねえだろ。それがお前の本心なら、こっちだってダチに取り繕った態度されんのは落ち着かねえ。
They're friends. I legitimately do appreciate that about this game. My god, the characters have, like, lives and relationships outside of the protagonist. What a novel concept.
正しくなければ裁かれる世界で、過ちや弱さを受け入れてくれる友人に出会えただけ。俺の人生は恵まれたものだった。の本心か。さあ、自分でもよくわからない。ただ、その時はあいつに思いを伝えてもいいんだろうか。
I mean, we've clearly seen you tell her as much in the universe where that didn't happen, so... Like... I don't know, I feel like it'd probably go alright. I got my eyes!
今の、なんで、あの時のことが。
Zen! Zen! Dun dun da 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 Zen! Yes, that's my name. You didn't answer me, so I was getting worried. Did something happen? Really? I see. The path opened on my end. I should be able to go forward now. Why did I suddenly remember something from her fatal rewind? Plus... my wound... isn't healing. Normally it'd be fully healed by now. Did we do? Did we break the thing? I'd like to continue, but what about you? You okay to keep going? Mwah. Not this shit again. Zen! We need to turn off the dark. Same pictures from before, but this is getting out of hand. Now there's 3 of them. And the figures in them resemble people I know. It's Highness, Master Tyrell, and Zen.
また会うぞ。変な虫。
Read it out for me. The scales lead towards the goddess. Forfeit your selfishness to create a world of 1 and 1. So a world of 11. The scales subjugate the foolish martyr, but without its Gee. Good lord, excuse me. Scales subjugate the foolish martyr, but without its paddle will forever wander on stormy seas. I mean, that's just Tyrell. That is just a description of the character of Tyrell I Lister. There is no ambiguity there whatsoever.
Oi, 家着いたぞ。鍵は
Mamma mia, Tyrell's drunk again.
捨てた。ああるじゃねえか。開けるぞ。
てめえ、もっと丁重に扱いやがれ。
Tyrell, you are going to get lawn darted into that bed and you are going to like it.
ここまで運んでやっただけでもありがたく思え。たくクライオスの野郎、一人で逃げやがって。ほら、水。
Why, yes, it is.
酒？
水っつってんだろ。
Sin, you can't make Tyrell drink something that doesn't contain alcohol. Are you trying to poison him?
今日は風呂やめとけよ。このままおとなしく寝ろ。たく、飲みすぎはいつものことだが、ここまで荒れるのはいつ以来だ。何があったんだよ。
Yeah, don't even bother taking a bath, you big stinky.
クライオスんとこの部下を引き取ったって言ってたな。そいつが原因なのか。
アナスタシア。あいつは。
And here's the windup and the pitch.
超かわいい。
No. He's a kawaii.
バカ正直でバカ真面目で打算も裏もない。扱いやすいけど食えないとこもあって、こんな俺のこと信じてる。すげえバカ。まっすぐな目で見られるとたまらなくなる。あいつだったらよかったのにって思っちまう。
何が？
全部だ。信じたり守ったり命をかけたり。あいつが相手だったら俺はもっと。
No. Must angst harder.
だからやっぱクライオスはクソだよな。
はあ？なんでそっちに話が飛ぶんだ？
今の今まであいつを俺らに合わせなかったの絶対手出されたくなかったからだろ。ああ、心攻め器小せえ。
Okay, but so, like, would you have made a move on her? Oh, absolutely.
それは別にいいだろう。俺らに紹介するのがゲームってわけでもねえんだから。
そうだよ、そんな義もねえんだよ。なのに今になって面倒見てやってくれなんて頼むって。もうやだ、酒飲みたい。
バカ。
まで俺より先に死んだら殺す。
Cyril, don't steal my jokes.
なんだそれ。もう寝ろ。明日も仕事だろ。
滅びろ。
はいはい。
God, I wish I could. Dan, are you having an existential crisis over there? No. Zen, could you tell me how much time has passed since we entered the labyrinth? Ben? What's going on with him? Gotten more and more subdued the further in we've made it. And now he's just worrying about me again. Even if I were to ask if he's fine, I know how he'd respond. He isn't the type to make others worry about him. I say this so you know it's a choice we have, but it's possible for us to leave the labyrinth partway through. I use my fatal rewind to return to before we open the door. Well. That's a more valid counter-argument than I was expecting. But we can still communicate like this, so I still have my powers. I have no problem with you stabbing yourself in the neck as long as you do it where I can see you. Okay. I'm begging you. He's never asked me anything in that way before. Alright, hit me. Wait, Zen, Okay. Has there been a single choice in the game up to this point where saying I love you straight up has been the correct answer? I don't think there is. It also sounds fairly final. Game, please. Ben likes it when we admit our vulnerabilities, right? Come on, let me have this. Please, please let me have this. I'm worried about you. You sure nothing happened? Zen_Sorefield is now loading. Zen? Okay. Let's get out of here. Feels like I haven't seen you in forever and it's starting to get to me. God fucking damn, I hate this game. I hate games on a conceptual level. What does the fucking... No sense whatsoever. It's on bikes. Heads on bikes. Wanting to treasure the things and people we love is normal, right? Just as you prioritize me above all else, I prioritize you. That's the same thing on the option I just clicked, right? This totally makes sense as an outcome. Fuck you. Yet you tell me not to. You're telling me you're alright, that I don't need to worry. You prevent me from treasuring you. It's an absurd request. Nastasia, did you suffer a head injury at some point recently? This sounds like gibberish. He sees the lighter side of everything. No, I can't see it, but I just flipped off the screen. I was complaining, you know. Fine. Give me the goddamn Lucian quote so we can fucking go home. O pure soul, believe only in the light, for only the warmth of light that illuminates you shall make the blessed flowers bloom. O frail soul, reject not the darkness, for it is the fearful darkness that misleads you that shall bring unto you a new dawn. Damn, I wonder which one that could possibly be. Gee, I wonder what they're going to talk about. Zen, we're not going to stab you through the gut. We're going to stab you in the heart. It's totally different.
それは嫌だけど、僕は彼女が死に戻りするたびに命を落としていたのだろう。
Oh yeah.
ああ、火あぶりにされたりシチューになったり、割と散々な目に遭ってたな。
But at least you were delicious both times.
嫌だな。
まあ全部過ぎたことだし、覚えてないんだからいいだろう。
それが嫌なんだ。僕は自分に起きたことを何一つ覚えていない。僕の死が彼女にどんな影響を及ぼしたのか、及ぼすことすらなかったのか。僕も前みたいに記憶を保持し続けられていたら、そしたら彼女を守ることもできただろうに。って、それは言い過ぎか。僕みたいな臆病な人間じゃ、善ほどの働きはできなかっただろうな。やっぱり善だったから。
なことねえよ。
I mean, it's a little true, Zen. You can be honest with them.
え？
俺はあいつのそばにいたのに。
Look how that turned out.
何もできなかった。あいつを救うどころか。俺は。
Oh. I just stubbed my toe really bad. Ow, ow, ow.
次は俺を頼れ。いいな。
Zen and pointy objects name a more iconic duo. Zen, the path is clear. How are things on your end? Zen? Zen? Dun 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 dun. No! Okay, maybe.
なんだここ。アナスタシア。くそ。
Analyzing. Main substance. 1% bad boy. 99% hot gas. Contacting the handler.
ハンドラー。
My god, I can see time!
こうして対面するのは初めてか。ゼンソルフィールド君。
そうだな。あんた、一度会ったら忘れられない見た目してるから、これが初めてだと思うぜ。あんた、このダンジョンのラスボスか、それとも女神様の父親。
女神クロムのことか。いかにも私があの子の親だ。
He definitely looks more like a last boss.
このような見苦しい姿で申し訳ない。威圧的なフォルムは好みではないのだが、私の権限ではこれが限界なの。
But please, father was my father's name. Call me Jeremy.
権限。神様ってのは何でもできるんじゃねえのか。
神。確かに我々はそのように呼ぶ世界もあることにはあるが、正しい呼称とは言い難い。
God was also my father's name.
だったらあんたは何なんだ。
摂理。
You know, I'm not sure I appreciate the difference.
はあ、
空気。
存在感がねえって言いたいのか。
総称するなら管理者。実験者と呼ぶ者もいるが、管理者でありたいと私は思っている。
何を管理してる？
もちろん君たち人間を。
Yes, you, the viewers at home.
そういう存在が神だと思ってたぜ。違うって言うなら、まあ。
I like how he has two pretty normal hands, but then his space hands are just constantly doing the, well, it's fabulous pose. He acts cool, but he really appreciates our presence. He's very lonely.
管理者についての説明はもう少し後で行おう。さて、前回。
わけわかんないことだらけだよ。ただ一つはっきりしたのは、あんたが試してたのはあいつじゃない。俺だったってことくらいだ。
それが分かっているなら、もうほとんど合格だ。
合格？娘の結婚相手にか。
ああ。
Well, good. Glad we all understand each other.
ほとんどってことは、まだ続くのかよ。
そう身構えなくていい。最後は私の質問に答えてくれるだけでいい。イエス・ノーで答えられるような簡単な問いだよ。
Is 3 times 17 divided by 12 multiplied by 8,752 equal to 10,532? No? Congratulations, you passed.
その前に、バイタルは安定しているが、破損レベルは4。労働能力の一部を喪失。後遺障害の可能性は 30%。かなり痛むだろうに、 よく意識を保っていられるな。
一向に傷が癒えないのはあんたの仕業か。
Crawling in my skin. These wounds that will not heal.
交渉を優位に進めるに必要だと判断した。
You know, it's funny, stabbing people is my favorite negotiation technique too.
つまり痛い目合わせて言いなりにしようってはるか。あんたどんだけ最悪なこと言ってるか分かってるか。
I'm a god in an anime game, Zen. I need to be at least a little bit evil. It's part of the job description. If I don't hurt somebody, the union is going to be all up my ass.
事前の策というものだよ。これから先は込み入った話になるのでね。私の要求を飲めば命は助かるというのはシンプルで分かりやすい。たとえ君が私の話を理解できるほどの知能がなくとも、そのくらいの交渉は可能だろう。
マジで最悪だな。そうやって簡単に人の体をいじくり回せるってことは、俺を不老不死にしたのもあんたなのか。
Yes. To both questions, I acknowledge I am in fact the worst.
いいや、適切な手順を踏まずに転移したものを守るため、双方の世界の保安を目的とした機能の一つだよ。そこに私の意志はない。まあ利用はさせてもらったがね。君にとっての最悪は100年前から始まった。君は突然見知らぬ世界に連れ去られ、愛する家族、友人と離別することとなってしまった。
You know, I think he knows, Dad. He was there at the time.
君は自分が不老不死であることを隠すために定住できず、大変苦労したようだね。稀に人と親しくなることもあったようだが、不老不死だと気づかれてしまって異端審問官に突き出された。ようやくできた友人に化け物と呼ばれた時の気持ちを教えてくれるか。
Alright, everybody get that?
おっと、これは試験とは無関係だ。答えたくなければ答えなくていい。
I mean, it feels pretty good, actually. What do you want me to say?
死んだ方がマシだと思ったよ。
そうか、かわいそうに。100年という長い時を君は死以上の苦しみを味わいながら生きてきたというわけだ。その原因を作ったのが私の娘アナスタシアだ。
どういうことだ。
アナスタシア、クロム。クロムは管理者という立場を捨て人間になることを望んだ。
その話は聞いた。あんたがよく許したなってルーンたちが言ってたよ。
許す？認識に相違があるな。私は作り直しを許可しただけだ。
I just let her try on a different pair of pants to see how they fit. What happened to the bacteria on her old pair is none of my concern. Wait, shit, that was actually pretty cool. I'm better at this than I thought.
管理者にふさわしい娘を新たに。我々は 役目を果たすために存在している。生産性のないものは無価値、即時処分だ。本来ならクロムは存在するに値しないほどの鈍才だった。
Wow, okay, rude.
これはあの子が悪いわけではない。魂の構成および含有率の調整に失敗した私に責がある。私は己の失敗を挽回すべくあの子に簡単な役目を与えた。
Just, go out, water the planet every few weeks. Make sure to change the soil occasionally. Simple task, really.
それがこの世界の管理だ。
世界の神。頭が痛くなりそうだ。
そうか。しかししばらく続く。
Wow. Who would have thought?
ゼン君、君のいた世界では戦争が起きたことはあるか？
あるよ。
疫病の流行は？食料問題は？災害、貧困問題は？
As of right now, we're up to our eyeballs in all of them.
全部ある。当たり前だろ。
そうか。しかしこの世界には一切ない。
Yeah, can you imagine war being present in this world? That'd be ridiculous, right? Cryus and his entire route.
小さな紛争はあっても国同士の争いに発展したことはない。食料は豊富で資源は溢れるほどある。差別や飲酒はあるが君の世界ほどの格差はない。
Not on the scale it does in your world, eh? That what the Ishik told you?
この世界は運用の難易度が低い。1600年もの長い時を管理者なしにほとんど放置していてもなお存続していることが何よりの証拠だ。ああ、念のため断っておくが、君がいた世界の管理者はとても優秀だよ。多くの問題を抱えているだろうが、あの世界の人間たちはそれらすべてを解決できるだけの能力がある。
Is
そこま
that
で人
how
間を
it
育て
is?
た彼は大したものだ。やはり人間は厳しい環境下に置かれることで発展する。困難を乗り越えることで進化するのだ。
Oh, you see, here I thought humans evolved through a continuous process of subtle genetic mutation and alteration with each passing generation. But nope, turns out 9/11s. That's what I know, really.
それ、気境によってはわざと困難をふっかけるみてえに解釈できる。
そういった側面があることは否定しない。しかし我々は人間の進化と繁栄を心から願っている。話を元に戻そう。この世界には私が不出来な娘のために用意した優しい世界だ。このレベルなら娘一人でも運用可能だろうと踏んでしばらく放任していたのだが、あの子 子は自分の役目を十分に理解しなかった。途中から私が解除したが成果は得られず、さまざまな経緯があって他世界の人間を受け入れたものの、
Wow, what a loving and attentive father you are. I see why it's on your birth certificate.
結果は君も知っての通り、人間への同型だから、私は娘を作り直すことにしたのだ。来るべき終幕の日に役目を果たすことができる娘を。
終幕って。
I should just buy a new calendar.
計測では残り1000年と出ている。そこで私は3つの対策を講じた。一つは安定期である1600年間は娘を封じておくこと。崩壊に傾く転換期のギリギリまで温存した。二つ目は転生した娘に試練を与え、魂の強化を図ること。これは想定以上の結果となったね。
待て、マジでついていけね
I don't think anyone here does, and it's fine.
え。あんたはあいつに何をさせようとしてるんだ。
この世界の管理だ。管理者がいなくてはこの世界は1000年も持たない。崩壊の兆しはすでに出ている。軍国の頭角、宗教の腐敗、王政の倒壊。まあどれも破滅を招くほどのことではない。いずれ収束はするだろう。
You know, somehow I don't feel like that last one is quite as bad as the first two.
しかし1000年後、人間たちでは対応不可能な事象が発生する。そのために新しい管理者が必要なのだ。
What the phenomenon he's describing is... Are they going to evolve drop bears? Is someone going to invent a smartphone? Possibilities seem endless.
あんたがやるって選択肢はないのか。
管理者にはクロムか、クロムの魂を継ぐ者だけがなれる。私はクロムの根源存在だから多少の介入は可能だが、役目を引き継ぐことはできない。どこまで話したのだったか。続きは、ああ、君のことだ。ゼンソルフィールド君。
Yes, you. If you were not at home.
一人ではどうにも心もとない不完全な娘。それは作り直した今も変わらない。アナスタシア、あの子を支える存在が必要だ。管理者としての役目を果たさせるために、人間の中からあの子を支えるだけの力を持ったものを探すことにした。それが君だ。
Then you were the chosen one. You were meant to defeat the... You red-headed fail girl, not join them.
他にも候補はいたよ。しかし残ったのは君だけだ。最初の100年も 君を試すものだったんだ。騎士燃料に駆られながらも君は自我を保ち続けた。つまりこういうことだ。クロム、いやアナスタシアという不安定な管理者を補佐してもらうために君をこの世界に招いた。
So, like, what would you have done if they'd wound up on opposite sides of the planet when Anastasia was born?
これが私の講じた3つ目の対策だったのだが、どうだね。諸悪の根源が愛する人という事実を知ってもなお、君の愛に変わりはないか。
Somehow I get the feeling Anastasia isn't the real problem here.
答える前にこっちからも聞きたいことがある。
何でも答えよう。
Why do hot dogs come in packs of 10, but only hot dog buns come in packs of 8? You know, shit, I never got an answer to that one. It's as mystery to me as anyone.
娘に試練を与え、つったのはあんたが意志をけしかけたってことだ。
Saying you can't just your words like that.
人間への復讐とクロムの復活を願ったのは紛れもないあの子の意志だ。それについて私は介入していない。ただそうなるように仕向けはしたな。あの子は気づいていないだろうがね。
So, yes, you could have just said yes. It would have taken like a dozen fewer words.
あんた、あいつに会っても父親面すんなよ。資格ねえから。
ほう。
Oh ho ho. Oh ho 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 ho, mon ami. Oh ho 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 ho. He's very funny.
何があいつに責任があるだ。何も関係ねえだろ。
しかし
But everyone I know has a big father.
つかどうでもいいんだよ。原因なんて。今まであんたクソみたいなことは。
Why don't you tell me about your big so I can kick it?
あいつが俺を選んでくれた時点で全部チャラだ。
Oh, so hello, Xander. Hello. Welcome. We're in, like, the very tail end of probably the most plot and lore-heavy routes in the game. But the good news is it's very tropey, so hopefully it is comprehensible enough on its own merits. As I'm sure you can say.
チャラ。
Sorry, is there an echo in here?
素晴らしい。今私が何を評価したかというとね、君が私に対して一切嫌悪感を抱いていない点だ。私をそういう生き物なのだと受け止めている。
You know, lack of hatred is not what I was getting out of Zen's behavior just now. But maybe that's just me.
スケールがでかすぎてついていけてねえだけだ。別にあんたのこと好きではねえよ。
君の最大の長所は その柔軟性、己の価値観に固執せず、他者を尊ぶ。おそらく君は本質的な部分で我々に近い。
Oh, that's so rude. Why would you say that?
俺を神扱いしてくれんのか。
いや、人間への愛の深さだ。
Are you sure? Because I'm sure there would be plenty of people in this game's target audience who would be totally into that first option.
我々は無条件に人間を愛さずにはいられないという性質を持っていてね。友愛、性愛、親愛。どれに該当するかは個々によって変わる。
Okay, so which of those options do you feel for Zen? Because I am suddenly very afraid.
なぜそんな感情を抱くのかは私たちにもわからない。そういう生き物なのだと受け止めてくれ。
I can't just say what I'm trying to tell you, baby. I love ya.
受け止めるも何も。結局あんたは肝心なこと話してねえじゃねえか。管理者ってのがどういうもんなのか。俺たちに何をさせようとしてるのか。回答次第では嫌悪どころか憎悪を抱くかも。
Loathing. Unadulterated loathing. For your hair, your voice, your clothing. This is what this guy's been looking like the whole time, by the way.
人間という種族が絶えることなく繁栄できているのは我々が管理しているからだ。
I don't know why his second pair of hands are constantly doing interpretive dance. They might be trying to communicate, but I don't know what they're saying.
例えば地球に降り注ぐ流星雨の回避、致死率 100% の異常プリオンの爆発的発生の抑制などは我々の功績だ。
Okay, so I'm a stab wounds doctor and not a disease doctor, but I feel like a 100% fatal prion would, maybe burn itself out pretty quickly and not have that much of a negative effect on the human race. Unless you mean it was like while we were still halfway out of the gene pool, which just, man, what are the odds?
さじ加減が大切なんだ。手を入れすぎると人間を威迫してしまいかねないし、放任しすぎれば滅びてしまう。君たち人間は予想外の行動に出る。魚しがたくトライアンドエラーの日々だよ。
I love whenever Japanese comes up with words that are just the same word in English. The Japanese word for trial and error is trial and error. That's delightful.
世界の管理の仕方は今後教えていくつもりだ。だから
Sure, whatever.
なんでやるってことで話進めてんだ。
確かにそうだ。ほとんど理想的な人材ではあるが、そんな君にも懸念点はある。
いや、そういうんじゃ。
君の抱える罪悪感。
Got a character moment, finally.
ここに来るまで君の心を蝕んでいる記憶を見させてもらった。君は娘を誰よりも愛おしく思うとともに、
Not a particularly deep character moment, mind you, but
友人たちの幸福を 希望を、願いを奪ってしまったと自責の念に駆られている。情が深いのも考えものだな。せっかく愛しい人と結ばれたのに、その幸せに浸ることができずにいるなど。同時に君は猜疑心も抱いている。本当に自分がアナスタシアの隣にいてもいいのか。
Just because a man has like 20 abs and pecs the size of watermelons, that doesn't mean he doesn't have his own doubts. A fact I know all too well.
君は知っているから。君の愛しい恋人は自分とでなくとも幸せになれること。
Wow, we're getting very meta here.
やめろ。全てを見届けてきたからこそ君は苦しんでいる。そしてアナスタシアを愛するほどに罪悪感と猜疑心は深まっていく。
My god, he's gonna blow! That's you. That's what you sound like.
かわいそうに。私は君をとても不憫に思っているよ。
何言ってやがる。
娘と共にこの世界の管理者になってくれ。1000年後、この世界は終幕の時を迎える。管理者だけが終わりを回避できる。1000年は人間の身には長すぎる。しかし君ならばやり遂げられると信じている。君でなくてはできないことなんだ。娘はこの役目を拒むかもしれない。クロムより剛健だが、それゆえ顔面なところもあるようだから。だが恋人の言葉ならおとなしく耳を傾けるだろう。ゼンソルフィールド、管理者はとても素晴らしい仕事だ。愛する者たちの太陽となり、愛する者たちの糧を生み、愛する者たちの日々を守る。温情ある君にふさわしい職務と言える。
You know, if your idea of kindness is locking people in cages so they can't go out and hurt themselves.
責務を果たせ。そうすれば君は自責と猜疑から解放される。
Sen? Free of self-hatred? I don't think you know him very well at all. What? Zen! Zen, where are you? And where am I? Supposed to be the protagonist, but I haven't been involved in the game in like half an hour. Oh my god, I just saw Solid Snake, and I have the ability to follow him into the next room. This is Zen's thread. The thread has been singed, but I see no signs of fire nearby. What happened to him?
Anastasia!
Oh, there he is. Don't panic, everything's okay. Zen! Hugs.
無事だったんだな。
That's my line. I got so worried when your voice suddenly cut out like that.
悪かった。お前の親父と話してたんだ。
Mine? You mean father? I told you. Father was my father's name.
ああ、アナスタシア。落ち着いて聞いてくれ。もう俺の呪いを解こうなんて思わなくていい。これから俺たちは、この世界の管理者として生きていくんだ。
You hit your head somewhere.
突拍子もねえこと言ってるのは分かってるよ。けど俺たちじゃなきゃできないことなんだ。
Zen proceeds to share with me everything he learned from father. It was a very long, involved story. I kind of wish I'd gotten him a drink or something before we started. This world is doomed in 1,000 years. Everybody take a shot. To avoid this grim fate, we need to assume the duty of warden in Norna's place.
頼む。アナスタシア。引き受けてくれ。俺は自分の役目から逃げたくない。そのせいでこの世界が滅びるなんて死んでもごめんだ。
Is this what you want?
ああ、そうだ。ずっと苦しかったんだ。お前が自罰的な感情からリンゼル家の屋根裏にこもったとき、俺は見ているだけしかできなかった。死に戻りの連鎖を断ち切ったのはルーシェンたちだ。俺がやったことといえば、お前を殺したくらい。
I mean, to be fair, I also accomplished killing me like several more times than you, so I think you're still ahead on points.
人間に戻って、もしお前が危険な目にあったら、不老不死で亡くなった俺が何の役に立つ？俺はこれ以上、無力になりたくない。
And this is how you really feel.
ああ。
But thou must. I see. In that case, we're better off not being together at all. Jesus, Annie, you're gonna kill him. I can get where you're coming from, but holy shit. Future shouldn't be decided based on how useful or not someone is. And if you feel that way, then I'm probably at fault. If I'd been a normal human, there wouldn't be any problems. You could have chosen to live happily as a human. Our relationship was not meant to be. We should break up.
アナスタシア。
Annie, for the love of God, you exchanged culturally equivalent wedding rings. Girl's cold as fuck. I don't want to. The choice to live apart from you doesn't exist for me anymore. I want to be with you, even if it means more unhappiness, further suffering.
じゃあ、管理者に。
I don't want that either.
ああ？
From now on, we will live as humans. And then, you'll die. Not about to become something as bizarre as a warden.
珍妙って。
You have my answer. Now it's my turn to ask you something. Where is Zen?
はあ？ 何言って。
Father, I had no strong feelings either way for you before this moment. But I'm not about to stand back and let you get away with this. Oh my god, I love Anastasia so much. We apparently can't meet unless I come to this ridiculous place. Which means you'll no longer be able to interfere with this world should I destroy it. The view will clear right up if I turn these unsightly walls to dust. It will be easier to find Zen that way, too.
やめなさい。
I close my eyes when I am enveloped in a blinding light. I am unable to take a single step as I'm transported somewhere else. False Zen is gone. Instead, I find someone crouched on the ground. Zen! I never get that feeling of deja vu, the feeling that you're re-experiencing something you've experienced before. Yeah, it's probably nothing.
Anastasia.
His right hand has been burned through the skin and down to the muscle, leaving lumps of darkened red. It's such a hideous sight that even thinking to check if anything healthy remains is foolish. I don't know why his wounds refuse to heal. I should be able to heal him with Norna's powers. I put my hand over his arm, but...
無駄だ。ここは私の領域。私の許可なく力を使用することはできない。
Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of my friend.
当然、死に戻りも不可能。
As thank you, Pyro Game.
お前たちの要求は
Do I sound that bad? Alive again. So this is father? You can tell he's a real dad because he doesn't like wearing pants around the house. They're for squares like electric bills. Zen, hold on for just a little bit longer.
待て、アナスタシア。お前じゃあいつには。
Is it that difficult to believe in me, Zen? If so, I'll do as you say. But if not, I ask that you leave this to me. God, she's so cool. Is the data being made of space or something? They're not being very talkative regarding specifics. He's like kind of an alien, kind of like a halfway to being God. The Earth is kind of like a fancy experiment of his. It's all very high concept. Good answer. Now it's my turn.
よくあれが模造品だと分かった。彼との問答の甲斐あって完成度は高かったはずだが。
Battle music is like a Lotus Juice rap verse away from being a battle theme from Persona 4. Zen doesn't view Norna and me as the same person. He's gone out of his way to make sure his phrasing keeps us separate. He would never refer to you as my father.
なるほど。彼の忠告を聞いておくべきだったな。
His silhouette flickers. Never seen something so strange, and I feel disgusted at myself for being able to so easily accept this being as Norna's father.
まったく。お前たちは自分がどれほど身勝手なことを言っているか。
Oh, shut up. If anyone in this game doesn't have the right...
お前が責務から逃げれば多くの命が失われることになる。人間の器を持つお前には1000年は遠い未来のように感じるかもしれないが、来たる日までにお前は管理者として研鑽を積まなくてはならないし、この世界の立て直しも並行して行っていかねばならない。やることは山ほど。
You too must learn the art of the perpetual second arm jazz hands. It is vital to maintaining the stability of this world. By referring to both, do you mean to say Zen has turned you down as well?
彼にはお前への説得を頼んだ。しかし断られてしまった。だから
If we are of the same opinion, then there's no further reason to discuss this. I'll never become a warden. We will live as humans.
違うな。彼が断ったのはお前の説得であって、管理者となることを拒んだわけではない。
What?
お前の右翼となるものの選定基準。第一に、悠久の時を耐えうるだけの強靭かつ健全な精神の持ち主であること。第二に、人間愛にあふれたヒューマニストであること。お前が彼を滅亡を受け入れられるような人間だと思っているのなら、私の方が彼を正しく認識できていることになる。
Yeah, we probably should try to come up with some sort of solution to that. Zen bites his lip and says nothing, which means that what Father says is the truth, and the replica told me Zen's real feelings. You're wrong.
私の方がと言ったのが勘に触ったかな。しかしこれは事実だ。100年間の観測と先ほどの問答から解析した結果なのだ。
You're wrong.
本当に賢明な娘だ。自分の望む答えでなかったからといって彼の心からの望みを否定するとは。仮にだ。人間として下界で暮らすようになってもお前は、いや、彼は幸せにはなれない。未来の人々を見捨てたという罪悪感に苛まれ続けることになる。大勢の人間の犠牲の上で生きていくなど、彼には不可能だ。
You're wrong.
お前はまだ。
Will you let me goddamn finish? Zen was once torn apart by Endy's claws to protect me. The night I killed the Grand Commander, he shielded me from the stones thrown my way. He was pierced through his abdomen for all to see.
そうだろう。彼は他者のために、その身を犠牲にできる利他的な人間なんだ。
You're wrong. He can only make those choices because his wounds can heal, because he can't die. He would have died if he had acted like this in his own world before he gained immortality. He suffers through pain, through betrayal, through neglect and scorn. He's even been called a monster. But he still chooses to sacrifice himself to help others. Because he's cursed. Not that that's a subject I would know anything about. Okay, maybe he looks so tiny. Oh, baby man. For 18 years, he ignored his own father's commands to play football and chose basketball instead. For context for the new arrivals in the chat, Anastasia does not know what either football or basketball are. He's just repeating something she heard earlier. He can make choices for his own sake, and devote himself to what he wants to do. He has that personal strength. He's simply forgotten it now. For Zen to regain who he truly is and reclaim this important part of himself, I will lift his curse. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Give a boss can wait to a good ending, I don't know what's going on. If you've played literally any other, like, anime-themed video game in existence, and I know for a fact you have, because we're both huge fans of Trails, Isaac, it's pretty much exactly what it looks like. It's like the exact same thing they did in the ending of Tales of Nayata, come to think of it. Legend of Nayata Endless Trails. I keep forgetting that game has an official localization now. That's actually my first one. Oh, really? I did not realize. Anyway, I always hear the screaming, but my doctor assures me it's all in my head, so... I will not be lending my ears to such auditory illusions. If something is set to happen in 1,000 years, then the people of 1,000 years in the future can handle it. Don't force responsibility on us. Not equipped? How can you say that with such certainty? So it's not 100%. Granted, I kind of jumped into a game way later in the series, they're sure that cares, but like, you know this person, I'm like, I don't, but I can't wait to play more Trails games. Well, I am also excited to see anybody play more Trails games. They're very text heavy, and I don't know if I could find it within myself to do them on stream, but game's good. Game's good.
まさかたった 1% にかけると
As an anime protagonist, I am legally required to say yes, even if the math doesn't work out. I'm not sure if you've been watching the whole time, but it was not my power alone that triumphed over the Witch of Destruction. I was always joined by my comrades, by humans. Humans who wish to pay me I mean, humans have the strength to fight. Sometimes I wonder if we have the strength to stop, but that's neither here nor there. He sees the lighter side of everything.
確かにそうだな。自分の面倒は自分で見るべきだ。おさん、やっぱ俺はあんたの話には期待持たせちまって悪かったな。
So are we going to get a proper final boss battle and have to stab God in the face? Are we going to respect genre convention?
まったくだ。娘が君を選びさえすれば全て問題なく進行すると思っていた。
Well, I know you got a transformation or two in you, don't disappoint me.
我々の管理下から外れた離れた世界。どう転ぶにしても新しいデータが得られるはずだ。結末を楽しみに。1000年待つのも悪くない。
But I spent all that time level grinding.
本来生き物ってのはそういうもんだぜ。何が起こるかわからない。だから面白いんだ。こいつのおかげで思い出せた。
アナスタシア、お前は私たちとは異なる。
Brandon's so heavily thinking about Sailor Moon off, and then I heard transformation. I was like, ah, yes, Sailor Moon. I mean, I was going for more of a 3-stage JRPG final boss thing, but you know, it would be a memorable visual coming from this guy. I can't deny that.
人間になってしまったんだな。
I'm as disappointed as you are. Something foreign slips into his inorganic voice. I have no idea what it is, but I hesitate to ask him about it, so I listen in silence. Though I call him father, it isn't because I consider him my own. He has always been Norna's father. But that's too long, so I simply shortened it. And then I realize, when I pick up on the sadness in his voice, the surrounding area has already been engulfed in light. Oh god, my eyes! Oh god, it burns! It burns! Goodbye, Father. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
帰ってきたな。
I'm home. Zen. The chains around your neck have disappeared. Barely even tell they were there. You must have found a wonderful tattoo removal artist. He looks down at his right hand. Though returned to the shrine, his wounds have not healed. Has the curse been lifted? Zen's breath hitches as tears begin to flow. Each tear represents the loneliness and sorrow he's had to experience. This may be the first time he's shed tears for himself. A thought that is born from how utterly self-sacrificing and kind he's been to all. These tears were Zen's first steps towards living true to himself. We did it, we did a character development. Didn't you say something about how if he ever lost the tattoos he would age right away or something? There is a possibility I said that in a previous stream, but I was either joking intentionally or just theorizing. I don't remember which. I guess we're fine. There's a limit to how tragic an ending you can have. Is it? Is it back? My OBS is showing. Okay. I can see things going well on the stream preview on my browser, but OBS is still showing connecting. I don't have a stream. That is weird, and weird things scare me. I guess we'll give it a hot second. Soul has wandered alone for so long now. Now, finally returns to where he belongs. Girl's face pressed against his shoulder. Welcome home, Zen. You two are cute together. Oh, right, Jesus, my head. Oh god, ow, 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 ow. Zen, what's wrong? Is this doing anything for you? Well, come on, come on. We should be live, but I am seeing a lot of dropped frames. Okay. That's nominally better. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Not now, Switch. I really don't need this. Hello, hello. Let's look alright at the stream preview. If we're very lucky and things do not brick again in like few that was very scary, but I am gonna try to at least see if we can keep it to the end of this. The end of this scene. What an awful wound. Will take some time. Stay still for me. How did you get such awful injuries in the first place? I'm going to snooze those ads. Don't, we will. Not put up with that.
途中で薄い壁みたいなもんができただろう。あれに触れた時に、いてててててて。
Yeah, you know, like that. Before you let it flow, find a place to go, and don't go poke the electric fence. From that far back? Why didn't you tell me anything?
うわだってあん時は知らせのところで心配かけるだけ。
Are you telling me worrying about you is meaningless? That I don't have the right to be concerned about your body?
いや、悪かった。
Anastasia, will you please stop talking about people's bodies? Are you? Really? I can't trust those words. This is not the first time this has happened.
反省してるって。もう二度と隠さない。ちゃんと言うようにする。約束するよ。
Anastasia, please stop. You're scaring him. And done. You're healed.
サンキュー。助かったぜ。
Sen, I want you to make me a promise. Don't try to handle things alone. Share everything with me, whether it be joy or sorrow. Please, promise me that. Prioritize the health of your body above all else. I won't forbid you from helping others, but whenever you choose to do something, we do it together. Do not prioritize me and what it is you want to do. You can search for a country in which basketball is played, or create the sport yourself if you can't find one. Do not give up on anything, ever again. Follow your heart. You promise?
増えたな、約束事が。
Any complaints?
いや、嬉しいよ。そんじゃ、お言葉に甘えてやりてえことをやらせてもらうか。
Alright, game, you win. Got me there in the end. I guess that's all that counts. I'm ready for anything.
アナスタシア、俺と結婚してくれ。
I agreed to this like 3 chapters ago, doofus. I already gave you my answer on that, I thought.
なんで敬語？はあ、こないだ行った時はなんつうか焦ってたんだよな。
Oh, yes. Yeah, you were definitely panicking.
ビビってもいた。
You also looked terrified, yes. And not for the reason I expected a man to be terrified of marrying me.
そんなにわかりやすかったか。
You were. I kept quiet because I thought feigning ignorance was the better option, but I still don't know why you felt that way.
俺、多分さ。
I have noticed that too. He speaks with such a serious expression, as if he were confessing to the gravest of sins. Jealousy is an emotion born of narrow-mindedness and is far from praiseworthy. Yet when he says it, it sounds positively adorable. Yeah, you only think that because he's hot, Annie.
多分つうのは別にごまかしとかじゃねえんだ。こんなこと思うの初めてで、自分でも意外で。だからこないだのは自分のためだったんだ。純粋にお前を幸せにするためじゃなくて。 お前が俺のもんだって誰かに認めてもらえれば安心できる気がしたから。ダサいこと言ってるな。無理。
Pathetic? I don't think that at all. I mean, I can think that if it'll make you feel better, Zen. You wanted me to give you peace of mind, right? Most people do say that jealousy arises from lack of trust. But I don't necessarily consider that a bad thing. You made that shelf with ruin the other day, remember?
Huh? Oh.
Remember what you said about it? How the friction between the nail and the wood keeps it stable? Humans are incomplete. It's from those missing pieces that bonds are formed and deepened. The more uneven the surface is, the more places for them to adhere to each other.
恋愛感情を大工仕事に例えるやつを初めて見た。
Yeah, well, you gotta come up with a new metaphor every game, otherwise people accuse you of being a ripoff. Oh, I'm sorry I'm so artless.
悪かねえよ。むしろお前らしくて好きだ。お前のさ、たとえ不幸にしようとも苦しめることになろうともそばにいたいってセリフもめちゃくちゃ響いたよ。いいんだなって思えた。守ったり支えたり幸せにすることだけが愛じゃない。
Exactly. Being protected, being supported, and becoming happy. All part of love too. You lean too far to one side. Go stealing my role as well.
そうだな。
Eh, Ben has very white teeth for someone who has spent the past 100 years living in a world that probably hasn't discovered fluoride yet.
アナスタシア、俺と結婚してくれるか。
I will. Ben pulls me close. Embraces me with so much strength that I can barely breathe. I can feel a joy that words could not hope to express. We'll be together. Now on. Oh god, not another flashback! Oh! Jesus, it burns! Please, God, give me an excuse to do the amazing preacher voice.
結婚式中央広場でけどあそこは今
そうお祭りしてるんだよね催しの一つらしいよ料理もたくさん振る舞われるんだって
Oh boy, free food, now we've gotta go.
それじゃあ行ってみようか
なんてお美しいんでしょうまさかお嬢様のこんな姿を
Boy,
見られ
Rainbow,
る日が来るなんて
that rainbow is just
天地がひっくり
there
返っても
all
無
the
理だと思ってい
time.
ま
It
し
is, I think it might be painted on. I think that entire backdrop might just be painted on. I've literally never seen that CG without a rainbow. It's kind of creepy when you say it out loud. Maya, you exaggerate.
動物の返り血を浴びて帰ってきた日々を思えば大げさなんかじゃありません
Hey, we agreed to keep that between us and God. Who I just told to fuck off, so I guess it's just between us now.
本当にお美しく成長されてきっと天国でレティシア様もお喜びになっていると思いますよ
Yeah.
お嬢様こちらを受け取ってくださいますか
What a beautiful bouquet is this?
ウェディングブーケです私が作らせていただきましたお嬢様たちの幸せを願って
Thank you.
アナスタシア、そろそろ時間だったよ。準備。
Alright, we're getting a new character portrait as the CJ. Ma'am.
それでは私も沿道にいますね。転ばないように気をつけてくださいよ。
I'll do my best.
ゼン、アナスタシア殿。
Hi, Lucian, so I didn't do your route instead. It's Lucian. What are you doing here?
どうしてって、友人たちの新たな門出を祝福したいからに決まってるじゃありませんか。
お前一人か。
ちゃんと護衛はつけているよ。さすがに表には行けないから、ここで祝わせてくれ。悪夢のような日々を乗り越えてきたあなた方が幸せになってくれて本当に嬉しい。どうか素晴らしい日々を歩んでください。アナスタシア殿、もしゼンが問題を起こしたらおっしゃってください。鉄槌を下すお手伝いをします。
Can you not casually threaten to execute my husband with such a handsome face? I think Conrad might be wearing off on Hugh.
俺は何もしねえよ。
Thank you, Prince Lucian.
ゼンさん、アナスタシアさん、こちらにどうぞ。
引き止めてすまなかった。言ってくれ。
Okay. Oh, Prince Lucian? The man who called out to us just now is an itinerant trader. You may be able to hear some interesting stories from him.
ありがとうございます、アナスタシア殿。
護衛から離れんなよ。こんだけ人が多いんだ。どんな奴が紛れ込んでるかわかんねえんだからな。
本当におめでとうございます。
And then he disintegrated. And that's what that light represented.
相手はどんな男なんだろうな。クマかな。
Landon, can you not? Can you not?
失礼だぞ、ランドン。
相手もそうですが、ドレス姿も想像つきませんよね。どうしましょう。いつもの騎士服で出てきたらすごく心配になってきました。
いや、さすがのあいつもそんなことは。あ、マヤさんがちゃんとしてくれてるよ。うん。あ、ほら、出てきたぞ。
The crowd goes wild. Yay. Going to assume those are fireworks and not someone firing in a crowd.
マジかよ。すげえ美人。マヤさんと同じくらいかも。
I appear to have stolen her face, though. That's unfortunate.
本当だ。よかった。なんか感動で涙が。
アナスタシア、おめでとう。
おめでとうございます、アナスタシアさん。
おめでとう、お前ら。フラワーシャワーの出番だぞ。
God, my eyes. Okay. But we got the pick. Got the pick. That's all that matters.
ああ、
Beautiful.
でも、お前の方が綺麗だぞ。
Alright, try and get at least a little creative with it. Okie dokie. I can't believe you'd say something cliche. So cliche. I know, right? Mitchell was going to start crying, but here, congratulations immediately. Like, congratulations. Hey, social pressure is the most powerful force in all human relations, Isaac.
うるせえ。
You know why firefighters go into burning buildings, it's not because they're brave, it's because they're afraid their coworkers will judge them if they chicken out. Extensively proven sociological force, look it up.
Oi! Anastasia!
That's my name.
ダチが呼んでるぞ。話してきたらどうだ?
Also, I'm out of ad breaks news, I'm sorry. You won't get jealous?
焼かねえよ。ほら、行ってこい。
Praise the Lord, character development. Okay. Even some social pressure to trap Perry that one time. That's exactly what I was thinking. Now, Perry, the plot. I'm not even gonna bother. I can't do the voice. I'm so very sorry.
あ、祭りの見せ物がいるぞ。
I don't know why everybody's teleporting around everywhere instead of, like, I don't know, walking with their feet. It's okay if you can't do the voice. There's a very finite number of people on Earth who can do the Doofenshmirtz voice any justice whatsoever.
ちょうどこの辺りだったよな。お前の腹にぶっとい杭を突き刺したのは。
Yeah, remember that time we murdered that you specifically, just for the image of it. Good times. Good times.
てめえら、こんな日まで俺をからかわないと気が済まねえのか。
Oh, well. So you took your sweet time.
冗談だよ。念のお前の選択で不幸になった者は一人もいない。
How very convenient. Oh, it's like he knew that Zen was having that little crisis of conscience, which, now that I say it out loud, actually, is exactly the sort of person who would do that, but also he realized that the route was ending, so he decided to, like, tie off everything in a neat little ribbon. Who would have to... It really is very, very polite of him to ensure that there are no dangling plot threads or dangling participles here at the end of the route. I knew carrying fourth wall awareness temporarily was the right idea. Jesus Christ, how is there still an entire minute of this ad break left? I don't want to go too far while people can't see, but I got the VOD to consider here. What above? As long as we're on the subject, I will say, jealousy, ugly emotion, real life. One of my least favorite traits in a love interest in a romance game or story. But I am glad we at least got to fix it in the end. Like, properly, completely confronted. That is, I suppose, the best case scenario. Also, Jesus Christ, what have I been sitting? My back hurts so bad. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody. And we have returned. That's nice. Gasp.
うぬぼれたこと考えんじゃねえぞ。
Yeah, you know, when you said it out loud, it actually does sound rather arrogant.
その通り。 何の気兼ねもすることはない。お前は幸せになっていいんだ。
おーい、新郎さん、写真を撮りたいからこっちに並んでくれ。
We have cameras, don't you know?
だとよ。ほら、鼻水拭いていけ。
Technology level of this world is very confusing.
垂らしてねえよ。
It's so narrow, it doesn't even look like it has space for any nostrils to drip out of.
大丈夫。今日のお前は世界で一番の男前だ。目を赤めようが鼻を垂らそうがな。
だから、あい、くそ。今度飲みに誘うから、仕事片しとけよ。
あ？
Look at these smug pricks. Were you able to speak with the Grand Commander and Master Tyrell?
ああ、最高にいい気分だ。
Blushy blushy. Spoke as though you were jealous of them, but don't forget the opposite is also true.
逆？
Leave me behind to hang out with them. Don't like being alone. It's not a laughing matter. Maybe you, I don't know, go off to face some organization with them. After telling me to remain behind because it's too dangerous. Anastasia, you saw in a previous timeline the three of them single-handedly, like, overthrow a national criminal organization controlled by the literal crown prince. I'm not sure what too dangerous means in this context.
なあ、確かにそれはあり得るな。
Whatever may happen, it seems I need to devote myself more completely to improving my swordplay. Hey, they did the thing.
なことするわけねえだろ。お前を置いてったりはしない。俺たちはずっと一緒だよ、アナスタシア。
Chunk. Alright, you got your one in, you can stop now. This actually kind of hurts to look at. Can we stop? Okay, thank you. Criminy. Rune would be, and I always cry at weddings, kid, wouldn't he?
あのさ、いい加減にしてくれない？耳障りなんだけど。
だって、二人とも帰っちゃって、寂しいんだもん。
Okay, I know we're just looking at a fan disc, but would it have killed you to give Rune like a slightly more upset character portrait to fit with this? Just looks weird.
ああ、せめて結婚式見に行きたかった。僕も医師みたいに外科医に行けたらよかったのに。あの子のウェディングドレス姿、見たかったよ。
And again, Rune also strikes me as the sort of person who would cry about the litter on the highway, so...
ああ、うざい！本当にもう！
Can't wait until the newlyweds bust in out of nowhere. Would they do that bit 2 games in a row? Now that I say it out loud, I wouldn't put it past them.
ほら、これで満足しなよ。
これどうしてなんでこんなものがあるの？もし
いらないの？だったら返してもらうけど。
いる大事にする。ありがとうイシュ。やったー。どこに飾ろう。濡らさないようにしなくちゃ。
I mean, if you want to avoid getting it, I think the biggest risk would be you crying all over it.
はあ。ほんと世話の焼ける。
Oh no, he's a male soon today. That's like the third worst kind. Can't believe you stole my brain cell. I can't believe you stole my brain cell.
あなたも、これで満足してよ。あの子は人間として幸せになったんだ。
Don't look at me like that.
僕たちにできるのは見守ることだけ。これ以上邪魔するとクロムに嫌われるよ。
Okay. Good talk. Anything more? Apparently so.
ただいま。
Welcome home, son. What of the photograph?
やっぱダメだったってよ。カメラを強くぶつけちまったのが原因だと。
Oh, you know, just for the three people in the audience who didn't get it. I see. That's a shame. But no matter how many years pass, that memory will never fade. We won't need a photograph to remember what happened. After all, we were both there at the time.
まあな。
You're still upset?
そりゃな、俺たちはまだいいとして。いつかルーンに会うことがあったら、見せてやろうと思ってたんだ。あいつ、結婚式に出たいって泣きわめいてたから。
Right, it was. Apparently, we've absolutely nothing to worry about, son.
おい、それ。
Either that or you've developed violent hallucinations. There was another, far more unpredictable witch, remember?
なるほど。そういうことか。
Look at this photograph. A wonderful photo. Seems Ish has more skills than just cutting hair.
モデルがいいんだよ。
Agreed. Aizen is truly dashing.
懐かしいセリフだ。
Alright, don't get a swelled head. Why don't we make a habit of taking photos? We can use them to look back at our time together. Maybe using our knowledge of your original world, we can invent some sort of Instagram to share them on. I'm sure that will have absolutely no negative effects on society.
それじゃカメラ買わねえとな。アルバムも。
We have even more to look forward to now.
だな。愛してるよ。アナスタシア。
I'm searing my eyes very severely this ending, Jesus. Okay, it's over. We spurn solitude. Together. People read slowly back then. Hooray. I don't actually remember if this is a different end theme than in the previous two routes, because it has been a while. I never think of, like, visual novels as having particularly, like, prominent cats. So every time I see that cast list, I see, like, fucking Sasuke from Naruto and Kaito Ishikawa and Umi Love Live. There's just this fraction of a second where my brain hitches and goes, wait, there, oh. Alright, I think this might actually be the same, like, I mean, obviously the CGs they're showing are different, but I think this might be the same ending theme as last time. Which does mean I realistically do not need to be sitting through this again, but, then we wouldn't get to see the slime. And we love slimes on this channel. I'm still not sure what the point of that sequence was. But at least there was also a Fops. Okay, these are big. Santa had a gratuitous shirtless scene. We all appreciated that very much, I'm sure. And on the other side of the spectrum, we got to see tiny little sad boys, and it was a veritable smorgasbord. Shout out to the translation team. A surprising amount of games in this genre do not credit them, and they are very important and talented people. I would know because I've tried, and it's very hard, and my results are probably shit. But if you'd like to see them anyway, MitsudaMidoriTranslations.blogspot.com. We have a Patreon. I am running out of things to say about these credits. Shoutouts to Ayane Ushio for writing and directing a very good game. Thank you, Buffalo. We love you. Good night. What if those shooting stars that keep showing, like, are the thing that's gonna destroy the world in 1,000 years, and there's just absolutely nothing anyone here can do now? That'd be kind of fucked up, actually. I think I keep smoking now that he's actually theoretically capable of developing lung cancer and dying. That seems unproductive. I still can't believe fucking Voltage of all companies made this. Well, that was the stream. I hope you all enjoyed. I am very sorry for that disconnect earlier. That sucked a lot of the oxygen out of my system. I will... It sounds like there's a story there with Voltage. It's not a complicated story. Like, Voltage is one of those companies that, like, before they developed the original Even If Tempest, which this is a fan disc of, their output as a company consisted entirely of mobile games driven by, like, you know, series of 40 microtransactions to buy each chapter individually, filled with filler content to, you know, pad shit out so they can line their bottom line. It was a very popcorn company, and then just one day, all of a sudden, they entered into the legitimate, like, actual respectable visual novels genre with a very strong opening swing, and I and everyone else I know who plays Otome games was very surprised. I say everyone else who plays Otome games as if my experience does not consist entirely of Even If Tempest. Well, that will be where we leave off for the night. I hope this was worth the time I spent on it. Until next time, I will see you all in the future, probably. Till then, make sure you take care of yourselves, because I don't want to have to deal with you winding up on my slab next. Good night, everybody.